Hey you all, this is my first video. Get ready with me for the Onam look. I know I'm late, but then let's get started. So I'm starting with the Foxtail moisturizer and then I'm just applying it, and then I'm taking Aqualogica sunscreen. Sunscreen is a must, so I'm taking 2 pumps of it, and that's more than enough for me. Don't forget your neck area, it's a must. And with the help of the spoolie, I've started combing my eyebrow hairs to fill up the gaps. So I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly hair to fill my eyebrows, and now I've started filling the gaps. So already you can see I have a thick eyebrow, so I just need to fill the gaps. So now I'm taking LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Almond. As you can see, I have dark circles and scars on my face and need to cover that for an even skin tone. Basically, I'm taking 2 shades darker than my skin tone so that you can see it's covering up so easily. So once I finish blending and everything, you can see the skin finishing, how it's come out. Eitherwise you can go with an orange corrector, but then I think it's too much flaring, so this works best for me. So now after that I'm just blending it with the help of a brush, so seamlessly it's blending in. With the help of the same brush, I'm just moving the brush around my lids as well as the inner corner of my nose. As you can see, by the time I finished the under eye area blending, the scar area was semi-dry, so that when I started blending, you can see the coverage that I've got on the scar area. Now with the help of a damp beauty blender, I'm just buffing it around and making sure that there's no creases left over. Now for the foundation, I'm using Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 128. With the help of a mask foundation brush, I'm applying the foundation all over my face as well as the neck area, or else it would be in a complete different shade and your neck would be more darker than your face, so that it would look odd. To look more presentable, you can just even out your neck as well as your face, and don't even forget your ear area as well. So after the foundation application, I'm using the damp beauty blender to even it out all over my face, and I've applied LA Girl Pro Concealer over here as well for the highlight, and used it over my lids for the eyeshadow base as well. Now I'm setting with a Fit Me setting powder. So just before applying the setting powder, just making sure that there is no crease lines under my eyes, and just setting it with a buff. Same goes on for the other eye as well. So it's the same procedure. Just make sure that there are no creases before applying the setting powder. Now leaving that aside to set for a while, moving to the next step, that is contouring. So here I'm using My Makeup Stories Contour and Blush Powder Palette. Now you can see I'm contouring my cheekbones. Always start with a light shade, don't directly go on a darker shade, and start applying the product from the hairline so that it looks natural. Into the jaw area. Now start it from the back side of your ear and cover the hairlines so that it looks natural enough. As you can see, I have a double chin, so contour doesn't help to instantly cut off your fat, but then yes, it does definitely add shadows to your face. And I'm using the same palette for the blush. So as you can see, I'm just mixing 2 shades of blush to give a perfect blush shade. I love blushes, so I'm just adding loads and loads of blush, so just on my nose as well to give that sun-kissed effect. Now for the eyeshadow, I'm using Huda Beauty Naughty Nude eyeshadow palette. So I'm starting with a neutralizing shade, that's Aura, using as a base for my eyeshadow. So I'm just applying it all over my lid, using the same step on the other eye as well. Now using the shade Naughty to give a deeper effect, starting it from the outer corner and dragging it above the crease line to give a deeper effect. Now I'm using the shade Please Me on the lid area. Now for the lower lash line, I'm using the same eyeshadows that have been used above. So I'm starting with the light shade, then the darker shade, and the shimmer shade in near the inner corner, and then I'm just highlighting the inner corner with a different shade, that's Flower Power from the same palette. So you can just see the difference that it's being made. So over here I'm not not adding any liners or anything. I'm directly going with the mascara. So over here I'm using the Colossal Mascara by Maybelline, and I'm using a setting spray by Morphe to lock the entire makeup. And now I'm using a damp beauty blender and spraying few Morphe setting spray on it and just dabbing it all around to get a seamless finish, so that it gives an airbrush makeup look and locks the product intact. So ready for the final look? Here you go.